Hi everyone, welcome to Life Tips by Ning. In today's video, I'm sharing the explanation for the 16th hexagram in I-Ching called Delight. What is the meaning of this hexagram? We can actually start by dissecting the character of this hexagram in Chinese. Part of this Chinese writing has the word xiang in it. Xiang means elephant. So if we think of elephant, what do we think of? It's actually a perfect symbol for the prior hexagram modesty. Is a creature who's majestic but not dominant, not aggressive. It's in sync with nature. Because of this stage, it can create this very casually stroking through the plane, right? Enjoying myself in a very relaxed and content stage. So that describes the emotional state of this hexagram. And another way to understand it better is to look at the image of this hexagram. So the external one is thunder, is movement. I have a yang line moving from underneath the ground, shaking the ground up. It's initiation, it's taking action. And the inner triagram is earth. Earth meaning I follow. It's because it's all three inlines. It's about following. It's about supporting. It's about introversion. So combining the external and internal triagram, we can see the whole hexagram is telling us to follow trend, follow the law of the nature. If you take this type of approach in life, you're not fighting against it. Of course, it comes easy to you. It brings you joy and enjoyment and success. So overall, this 16th hexagram delight is a very positive one. The key word here is follow the nature, follow the rhythm, follow the right timing, right? Don't fight against it. And of course, naturally, it will bring you success. But the kind of counterintuitive point is, even though the entire hexagram is a positive one, why, when we look at individual lines, a lot of the lines in this hexagrams are giving you like misfortune, regrets, bad results. Why is that? Because the line, if you kind of follow the spirit of the positive hexagram, it should have the same result, positivity. However, if the line goes against the spirit of the hexagram, of course you'll have the opposite results. The key is what are you following for action, right? The overall hexagram is following the law of the nature of the universe. So of course that's good. But each line, you could be follow your personal kind of self-driven motivation or human level. Some greed sometimes is by default the human, what makes us human, right? Versus divine. Because we follow our self-driven default type of human nature, that's why sometimes the line result will be bad. So looking into the first line, this is the lowest level guy, meaning it's an inline. I have no social power. I have not a lot of talents or competency. But the interesting part is the entire hexagram, there's only one yang line. This is the main line in the fourth position. And the first and fourth lines have this corresponding relationship, meaning that even though me myself has no talent or skill, but hey, I have some sort of a personal relationship with this guy in charge who has power, authority, and kind of a lot of talent, a lot of followers. Because of my personal connection, I kind of get away with a lot of things and get certain special treatment and privileges that I don't earn myself. And because of that, it's already a bad situation to get yourself into. Not only do I now realize this is a bad thing, I should actually rely on myself, But also, I'm very boastful about this special connection. I broadcast it and promote it to the world. Because of this over exuberance, it's this really lack of self awareness. This will lead to downfall and big disaster. So that's the reason why the first line is a really negative one. The second line, however, because it has no special relationship with the fourth line, the main line, and also because it's in this right middle position of a trigram, it's balanced, meaning that I'm not being influenced by this material world, by those fame or profit. Those don't wave me. I'm very determined. I have a goal. I will just be unwavered by the external distractions and I focus on my track. So that's why this resolute determination will lead to success, because I'm following the right guidance. I'm following the right determination path versus being distracted by this external like material stuff, or like just trying to enjoy myself, right? Like be over entertained. That will lead to kind of non-fulfillment or lack of achievement. And the third line is a negative one as well, because it's kind of connected to the main line, and it is also in this transitional weak position from the inner to the external trigram. So because of all those very reasons, it's saying that I'm an inline myself. I'm fairly weak, but I don't have this resolute determination like the second line. I do like the material stuff, the enjoyment, the comfort of those material possessions. And that's why I kind of brown nose upwards to this guy in power. Rather than rely on myself, I want to rely on other people in power by brown nosing them, catering to them, telling them what they want to hear, whatever it takes to get what I want in return. That's a very self-motivated approach. It's actually against the spirit of the broader level hexagram meaning about following the law of the universe. This is against the law of the universe. So that's why this delayed self-awareness and kind of unwillingness to correct yourself will cause regret as a final outcome. The fourth one, the main line, this is a positive one because I'm the guy in charge. I have power. The original description for the line was super vivid because in ancient time, all the Chinese have long hair. It's part of your body. You're not supposed to cut it. So people kind of tie it into a bun with a hairpin. It's saying this fourth line is acting like a hairpin, pulling all the hair together. You are able to kind of gather everybody around you because of this unselfish common goal. You gather everybody to work together towards the same goal. Of course, you're going to lead to a successful achievement of your dream and goal. Because of this genuine enthusiasm, the leadership that doesn't create doubt for your followers. So this is a positive one. And moving to the fifth line, because the fifth line typically is the guy in charge. It's like the king. I'm the guy in charge with the ultimate power. But look at its relationship with the main line. The main line is a guy who has a lot of followers, who have talent, even though he's beneath you. But this fifth line, the guy in charge, in contrast to the prior 15th hexagram modesty, right? Even though maybe both people in charge are inlines, meaning they're less competent or experienced, but you have totally different mentalities. The modesty one, saying I have no doubt, I just sincerely lower myself down to learn from others, even though they're lower than me, so they can support me because I'm sincere about it. I pull myself down voluntarily, so that will lead to positivity. But this one is bad because this leader, not only am I incompetent, but I also have doubt and jealousy. I don't like this guy beneath me, looks more powerful than me. Because of this shift in the delicate mindset, it totally creates a different outcome. The line description says it's kind of like you have a long-term disease that's not curable. It won't kill you, but it kind of makes you feel trapped in this unpleasant condition because of this internal jealousy that you're kind of like a figurehead. You're in a position with empty power. The guy who's really in charge is the guy beneath you. So that's a very kind of undesirable situation to be in. And the one who can really shift it is your own mindset, is your own heart. Get rid of that jealousy, get rid of that doubt, and wholeheartedly learn from people who might be lower position than you because they're more talented. It's okay to learn from them. Last but not least is the top line. This one is the extreme ending stage of the delight hexagram, meaning that you might have this tendency to be indulged in material joy, like it makes me think of the prime stage of Tang Dynasty. That emperor just like it's enjoy unlimited wealth, fame, the prime strong stage of the country, right? So he just ends up enjoying food, like romantic relationships, versus focusing on how to get a country stronger or prevent it from external danger. So that is the beginning of that dynasty's collapse with external invaders and kind of changing to the new emperor in charge. So that's a classic recap of this top line. It's about you're overindulged in delight and joy. You really need to be aware and transform yourself, take action and get yourself out of this over comfort, and push yourself a little bit, get yourself out of the comfort zone. But the blessing part is at the end of the day, the external trigram is still a thunder, meaning that it does have that power, this yang power to change, to transform. So you have hope. You have this initiation in you to take action and realize your overindulgence and turn yourself around. The moment you're able to realize and transform and correct it, you can change a misfortune into a neutral outcome. So that's the wisdom of I-Ching. It's about sometimes we land on a good, a so-called good or bad line or hexagram. So what? It's about understanding the spirit behind it. And even though it's a bad one, the wisdom is about making you aware, and you, to the extent you can control yourself, right? Do the opposite, and you can somewhat reduce the severity of the damage. So that's the beauty of learning I-Ching and giving us guidance in kind of certain ambiguous or really confusing situations we go through in life, because it gives us guidance on what to do. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.